Re perile bakokwane. Greetings from Musoni. Mtukulu wabangoni nevandao. Today I want to talk about food supplements. As we all know, as African people today, we no longer partake in the diet of our ancestors. Part of our colonial inheritance is the bastard diet. This diet has very little to no nutrition whatsoever. By the way, I have there's a TikTok video where I think it's titled "How Traditional is Traditional Food," because a lot of the stuff we call traditional food today is actually not indigenous. Our ancestors did not know any maize 1,000 years ago, so you can check that out. And because of that, we are faced with the challenge of malnutrition, not malnourishment. We are overnourished and malnutritioned. Our bellies are full, but we get very little from the substance that's filling up our belly. It is now winter, and a lot of people are out there getting their vitamin C's and all that, their multivitamins and whatnot. And the big question is, how do you know what to supplement with? Because the purpose of a supplement is to compensate for what your body is lacking. So how would you know what your body is lacking if you've not done any tests? And part of knowledge of self is knowing how your body functions and what your body needs. I did my first what's called a body sonic scan on the 25th of January 2017, and what was found is that I was mostly lacking in vitamin A, C, E, K, and your B12 and D3. Did the test with a homeopath. The homeopath explained that it was not an issue of me not having enough of some of the trace elements in my diet, but she found that there was an absorption issue as well. As you can see, under gastrointestinal function data analysis, my gastric absorption was below the range, the normal range, which is supposed to be between 34.367 and 35.642. It was at 30.194. And then in September of the same year, after having done the corrections that was recommended by the homeopath, I came back and the test came into a normal range of 35.537 from a 30 point something. And this is about 9 months later. The trace elements came back with some improvements. As you can see, my vitamin A was now in the normal range. My vitamin C also, and E had improved. Most of these are normal, with the exception of vitamin B1 and B6. And so part of the continual improvement on the improvement that I had made, she then recommended supplements, because I dealt with the absorption issue and also improved and made adjustments to my diet and all that. So now it was time to supplement, because I had not yet made it to the desired results. And so she recommended Vita B25 complex. I'm not going to show it on the screen because we don't do free advertising here. But it's basically your vitamin B25 complex tablets made from natural products. These are not pharmaceutical drugs. I don't take no pharmaceutical drugs at all. The results from the body sonic scan is quite a comprehensive one. As you can see, this is an overview of the results from my test, the last one I did. And you have that number 1, cardiovascular, and that's the one I didn't open that one. There's gastrointestinal number 2. That's the one I discussed about absorption. So you can see liver, gallbladder, pancreas, kidney, lung, brain, bone mineral, and it goes on blood sugar, prostate, endocrine, eye, etc. And the good thing about a body sonic test or seeing a homeopath is not something you do when you are sick. It's something you do when you're still feeling healthy and good, and you go there to see, at least get warnings before they become red, while they're still in the yellow, so that you can manage your health and prevent anything before it gets to becoming an issue. So with this scan, the homeopath is able to show you things that are not yet a problem, which a doctor will, your normal medical doctor will not be able to see. You only see your medical doctor when there's a breakdown, So this is not breakdown maintenance where you need to go and see a medical doctor. This is what we call preventive maintenance. So this journey has been an interesting one because as you learn about your body, you get to discover a lot of things. So for example, as someone who's physically fit, I know one of the minerals I usually deplete in my body through these intensive workouts is my iron. And so I make sure I keep a lot of burdock root, and so that, because it's very high in iron, and I also donate blood as well. So yeah, and I've proved it to work, because whenever I go and donate blood, I take my burdock, and my iron levels are found to be quite high. So essentially, that's the original purpose of supplements. Before they become very commercialized and everybody's being sold the same supplements, and you probably might be buying something you don't need, that your body is not lacking. So it is good to know what you need to supplement. And the only way to know that is for you to actually do certain tests. And for me, that test is that body sonic scan. And oftentimes because I usually take herbs and, trying to get back to that indigenous diet. I no longer eat white pap. I eat what our ancestors had been eating from time immemorial, and that is our sorghum and millet. And so when I take these herbs and stuff, I usually share with people in my circle. And some of the questions I usually get is, do you feel it working, As if you can feel an apple working when you're eating an apple. But it's actually good to see that before, because 2017, when I did my first body sonic scan, I had not started on this journey of healing. And it's great to see the before and the effects of the journey, to know you're not guessing that something works. You have results to prove that what you are doing is working. With that being said, this is not medical advice. For any medical advice, go and see a professional practitioner. Go and see your medical doctor for medical advice. This right here is for information and educational purposes only. Thank you for listening. Share the video, subscribe to the channel, and press that notification button so that you can get notified whenever these great videos come up. And from me, Musoni, peace and African power.